Such a pretty day. I just wanted to be out here. Also, Ben, my husband, he is amazing at making time to go outside. He just talks about how grounding it helps him feel, and I could use a little more grounding in my life. I love being out here. Of course, this little boy, he loves being out here too, huh? Look at these blossoms. Okay, both babies are sleeping for a second. I get to tackle this kitchen. I would say it's definitely my favorite part of staying home with little kids. But hey, we got to make bubbles today, so that's serious memory dividends. Little boy loves getting into the spice cabinet. Yeah, no more clothes for us, I guess. That reminds me of a funny story that I'll tell you while I do these dishes. Ben and I were experiencing an uncomfortably long time without seeing our toddler. Ben comes back after looking for him, and I was like, where was he? And he was like, oh, he got into the spice cabinet, which is very common. And then he paused and he was like, and he got a tattoo. He was like, it's okay though, it was a sleeve tattoo and it was cool. The groceries just got delivered. Anybody else do Walmart delivery? Once you start, you can't ever go back. I'm exhausted. I did. Says we went to bed without cleaning last night, and I'm paying for it for sure this morning. Okay, now it's time for me to rest. The babies are still sleeping, which is awesome. And it's just my favorite time of day. I love to just take a little bit of downtime so I can survive the rest of the evening with the older kids coming home, dinner time, all the things, you know. But what's so cool is that I feel so much better than I have in the last 10 months. I mean, I've been pregnant, so, you know, if you can imagine, it hasn't. But a lot of my issues have been that I get like energy crashes where I feel like absolute garbage. And so I submitted an inquiry to my best friend, Chaticus. Call her Chaticus. Is it a boy? Maybe it's a boy. It depends. ChatGPT, okay? And I was like, why do I feel like I'm going to explode at 11 a.m.? Can you help me understand? Granted, I have a lot going on. Have a newborn. I'm breastfeeding. I have an 18-month-old neurodivergent kid. I homeschool 2 other kids. Lots of stuff going on in our family right now. But anyway, I need all the energy I can get without like caffeine or like other drugs. But so it was super insightful, and it gave me like really basic things, and I'm just gonna tell you because it has made all the difference. And maybe you need to hear it too. Maybe I need to hear it again. And it was like, okay, listen, girl. Well, it didn't talk to me like that, but I imagine it talking to me like that. Like, wake up, drink a tall glass of water with a pinch of salt, and I like to add lime and like a little bit of maple syrup in it, and then just mix it up. That helps me get electrolytes first thing in the morning, because it's a blood sugar crash situation. Anyway, get your hydration on, get your meals on, make sure it has like it's balanced and it has protein and carbs and healthy fats, and like make sure your snacks aren't just carbs, and have protein. Anyway, all these like super basic things to like maintain my blood sugar so I feel pretty awesome. And then yesterday I was like, I've been doing all the things, right? I still feel like crap. So I listed my symptoms, and I was like, I'm feeling brain foggy. I feel kind of tight in my body, like my muscles are tight, and I feel irritable. And it's like, oh, you're probably low in magnesium. Why don't you try drinking more electrolytes? Which hydration was a thing I kind of spaced yesterday. And that, and then drink some magnesium. And I seriously did that, and I felt golden.
Say hi.
I think I just came up with a brilliant dinner time hack. Instead of putting all the little topping type ingredients into little bowls, you just put them in a Ziploc bag and then it's easy to put away and use again. It's nighttime and the babies are asleep, and the boys and I decided to make some granola. And we have a trick for you that will give you the crispiest, best textured granola, and it's smashing it down with a spatula, just making it super compact. And then the trick is to preheat your oven up to temperature and then only leaving it there for 1 minute and turning it off for the night, and in the morning you'll have perfect granola. You just wish you could eat some, huh, Cece?